Hello everyone, my name is Veronica Karki, and in this video I'm gonna explain what I have done for my Java programming assignment. So let's start. This is what I have done. Now let's start this main page. This page loads all the files, all the folders. This is for the GUI. So let's run this. As you can see, it's running over here. It shows database connected, and then my website is run. So this is my website. Let's maximize this. So this is what I have made. This is my login page. This is very simple. To make this more like a personal finance management, as my topic is personal finance management, where I'm able to manage my own personal finance, and if I want to give this website to others, then I simply have a system where they can register as a user. So if you are not logged in, you can create a user and you can log in via that also. It still works. So for this, I have used finance logo. I have created this from Canva. Now let's start with our functionality. So when I log in, this is my login page. So let's log in. I entered my username and password. So when I sign in, it takes a few minutes because I have lots of GUI graphs over here, so it takes few seconds, like 1-2 seconds to run. So this is my dashboard. Here I have created everything simple. Here you can see date, so it shows date of the recent day. So today is 5th July, so it's saying 5th July. Here this is the total balance card. Here it will show like if my account opening balance was 10,000 and all the income and expenses that has been happened over in time, that calculates this and give this total balance. This is linked to accounts. Then for my dashboard, I have total balance, total expense, budget, investment, and reports. All of this are clickable. After that, there is a quick review section where we can review our things through graphs. So it's like it is a July month, so here you can see that here in budget section you can see a graph. It's a bar graph where it shows blue for budget and orange for use. It's like if I have separated 3,000 for my fuel and I've only used 500, so it will show the contrast. And this shows the income and expenditure of the month. So my total income was just 75,000 and my expenses was 11,000. So my net balance is 63,500. So it shows 87% of the use. This is my simple dashboard. And here we can alter this with the month. So in January there is no data, so it's a complete empty box. Only in July we have data, so it is shown like this. We can alter, we can see. And here is a recent transaction table. So here we can only see 5 latest transaction. Either it could be income, expense, anything. Recent transaction, because transaction is my parent class and it is implemented to income, expense, and investment. Now let's move on. Let's click to this total balance section. So it will lead us to this account section. So here for this page I have implemented CRUD. So for create, we can click on this add button. So when we click on this add button, we can add account, add what type it is, and start with the opening balance. So let's say my account name is test1 account and it's a savings account. So let's say I have 10,000 over here. So when I add this account, you can see that it become 81,500. So it is directly linked to the total balance because it is not a separate finance account. It is just my account. It's a personal finance account. So both of this account belongs to me. That's why both the accounts balance will sum up over here. Now we can, for reading, we have this table. For update, we can use this edit button. It's very simple. When you click on this edit button, I can edit anything. So if I say test account 1 and if I update this, then you can see that in this button we have updated. So my name is test account 1, and if I don't want to keep, so I can just delete this. It will say test 1 deleted, the action cannot be done. Then if I say okay, Then it is deleted, and you can see the amount is total balance is back to 71,500. Now let's move on to our other pages. All the pages have same logic, so now let's move on to income page. Here also it's a simple page. Now here for search, I have like either I can search from description, source, or by category. So let's see from source. So when I click office, then only two of this thing came from the three. So only in recent transaction we can filter this, or we can filter from categories over here. So if I say bonus, then only one category is shown, and I have lots of income categories when we could add, but here in filter, only the categories which are there in table is shown. Now let me show you adding one income. So when I click on this, it says enter the details. So here I can choose account type because I have to know from which account I'm getting the balance. So it's just a cash account which we have. I have only this account right now. So let us say I have got a gift and my amount is 5,000, and let's say today, and its source is my parents, and description is gift. So when I add this income, you'll see that the income is generated and this total balance changes. Here is the same logic as well. I can edit this. I can say I can make this 55,000, 65,000. I can update this. So in this way I can update my income as well, and I can delete this. Now let's move on to expense. Expense is also same. It also follows the same CRUD. So here, if I want to add an expense, I can just simply see I have to select an account. So I have just this Purnika Karki account here. So if I have add any of the other account, then I can simply choose that as well. Now for charity, I can say for education my expense is done, so my amount will be 10,000, and it's a cash. Now I can say college fee. Here I can select date also. It's for all the accounts, so I can a calendar will come if you select this date. So let's say I made this transaction on 9th of July. So when I add this expense, you'll see that it says education. This is a recent transaction. It is altered by date. So recent transaction, this is 9th of July. So it came over here. I can search this through payment method. So if I say cash, then it will show cash. There is only one card. So if I type card over here, there will only show one card. Or I can alter this from any of the categories. I can use payment method, description, anything that could come, because I have just one account, so I have not put account over here. So next section is budget. So in this section, we can add budget. So let's add one simple budget. Okay, my budget is for education, since I want to show you how the bar graph in the dashboard works. So we have just made education 10,000. So if I keep the budget over here 12,000 for July and 2026, for July month and year it is shown. So I add this budget. So you can see that this budget is added right now. And here also I can alter from categories. I can search by category name or the month. So this page also follows CRUD. So what if I want to delete a budget? So let's say I want to delete this utilities. When I delete this, the total budget is gone. So budget page is not related to total balance, as this is just a planning for the month. It is not related with the total or actual balance. So here you can see that I have successfully added in accounts, income, expense, and budget. So let me show what happens in the dashboard. So here you can see that in education sector, a new bar graph is there, where my education money was 12,000 and I only spent 10,000. So this is how the contrast will come. And in income section, you can see that 80% of the total balance is used. So 80% of total income is left, I'm sorry. So you can see here, income is 90,000 and expense is 21,500. And you can see that this is altered. Things have been changed over here. And on the recent date, you can see this transaction. Now when we come to this investment page, all of my pages follow same pattern and same view. So when I want to add an investment, let's say I want to add in like gold. So let's say I invested 50,000 on my gold, and it's today, and I say I bought a sorry I bought a chain, and return is zero and description is gold. So when I add this investment, it shows a total invested 52,000, and when we go back to the dashboard, you'll see that the total balance is reduced. So investment is also related to accounts, as it is one of the part of transaction. So these are all my CRUD function that follows polymorphism OOP's concept. And at last I have a view section, that is report. I can see what I have done for this month. So here my opening balance for the account was 10,000. Then my total income for the month was 90,000, and my expenses was 21,500, and I saved 68,500 as per what I have. Like, this is total minus expenses and how much I invested this month. This is the same chart which shows over here as well, and this is my budget chart. Like, total I have used 68% of budget is left, and I have used the remaining budget. So I can see in which categories I have changed. So let's say I want to see how much I spent on education. So when I click on this, my budget set for this education was 12,000, and I used 10,000, and 2,000 is remaining. So 83% of budget is I have remaining on this. So this is what it alters and shows. So you can see that you can alter from education, and this is the budget versus used sheet. So how much I spend, how much is remaining, how much percent is used is given as here as well. And this is the transactions that has been in this month. So it's a whole transaction. In dashboard we used to filter, and all this report file could be either download from through we can export through CSV. So when I click on this, you can see that I can just save this file. So let's say I want to save this file on desktop, so I save this, or I can export PDF. It's the same. If I want to export PDF from this, I can export and it's saved. So this is how my website work. I have showed you each and everything. All CRUD functionality is used in this. At last we can just log out and we will be guided to the login page. So that was my website. Thank you for watching. Here I have successfully showed my personal finance management, where I generate my income, I show my expenses, I keep budgeting, and I invest, and everything is calculated through our account. If I want, I can add an account, and for in future, if I want to give my website to any of the other people, I can just hand over them and they can register and use my personal finance management website as well. So this was my Java assignment. Thank you very much.